Hello guys, welcome back to Daily Happenings. Actually, this video was meant for Stellar View Group, which was incorporated by Esther, and she invited me some time ago to actually take a moment on the platform, which I did, and I spoke on creative thinking. So, first of all, I want to thank Esther for giving me that privilege to actually speak on Stellar View Group. Also, I just made a video on creative thinking so that we can actually get more into the concept of creative thinking. Now, before I proceed, if you have not hit the red subscribe button below, please do so now by hitting the red subscribe button so that you can get more updates on this channel as I keep on dropping more of these kind of videos. Okay, now what is creative thinking? In simple terms, if you break it down, you get the word creative and you get the word thinking. Now, thinking actually requires you to use your head to do things. Now, your head can be used to do things that are not creative, and it can be used to do things that are creative at the same time. So, how do you know how to differentiate what is creative and what is not creative? Now, this COVID 19 has actually opened the eyes of a lot of many people to actually see that the world can actually shut down in just a day, and how we can actually move forward is what actually makes things better for us or make things worse for us. Now, many people lost their jobs as a result of COVID-19. Many people are still unemployed because of COVID-19. Many people businesses crashed because of COVID-19. So many relationships were lost because of just COVID-19. Now, who knows what is coming next for the in the future? So, creative thinking is one aspect that can actually help a lot of people move further in life. Now, God has given us all things that pertains to life and godliness. That He has given us all things we need in order to move further. But how many people actually utilize all these things that God has given us to actually use? Now, a lot of people just hear of, okay, yeah, God has given me all these things, but they don't actually put it to work, and that's the problem of creative thinking. Now, so many people have this idea in their head. They have this idea they've been putting in for several years, and they've not put it into action. Why? Because they are just waiting for this push. They're waiting for their friends to start to see how their friends feel. They're waiting for capital to actually start these things. And if you don't start it, someone else will come out and do it better. And when you enter the market, it might almost be too late for you when you want to start this thing. So why not start now? There was a friend of mine that came to me while in Lagos here and asked me a question. He said, okay, I want to start a business. I don't have capital. And I asked him, is capital really the problem or you are the problem? And when we analyzed everything, I saw that he was actually the problem. He couldn't start because he was waiting for that push. And that's the point where many people are. They are waiting for that push for them to actually start the business they've been dreaming for years. And if they see another person doing that same business or doing that same thing that they want to do, they tend to feel that, oh, I had this idea. But what differentiates you from that other person is that the person actually put in his best, put in his ability, put in his time, put in his energy into seeing that it comes to pass. So when thinking creatively, first of all, you have to sit down and count your cost. Now, consistency is another thing you need while thinking creatively. You can't just start something that will last for just a month and try to close it after a month. No, it's not going to work out. So you have to do something that, yes, I can be consistent in it. Now you are doing things because you just want to hustle. No, that won't last for quite a long time. You are doing things because you see other people doing it. I could see on so many status, maybe during the people selling shoes, people selling clothes, people. And I noticed not so many people had passion for those things. They are just doing it because they just want to do something at that point in time. And you notice that so many people, after some time, when they see that it's not getting as much profit as they want it to get, they just tend to stop those businesses. Why you see some people who had passion for it, who had the push for going for those things, actually making profit from it, getting so many things. There was someone that wanted to sell an iPod to me recently, and she said the price of the iPod. I had no problem buying the iPod, but I just asked one question. I said, "What differentiates?" Oh, not an iPod, sorry. These smartwatch, yes. I said, "What differentiates your smartwatch from the one I already had?" And she started beating around the bush because she didn't know her product. She was just selling those things because other people are selling it. Now, if you are starting a business, if you're starting something, you should know those things in depth because any question can come from it. She started beating around the bush that, oh, I'm just doing this because I want to do this. And it doesn't make any sense at all. So get to know your product, get to know your job, get to know so that when people ask you of anything concerning that particular product, you can easily tell them that, okay, this, you tell them the A to Z of that product, you tell them the A to Z of what you're doing. So that they know that you are ready for this business. Because if you can convince someone to actually buy your product, if you can convince someone to actually see reasons to buy your product. They might just buy it because you compel them to buy it that first time, and afterwards, they leave your product alone. So, creative thinking has a lot of um, tactical thinking, it has a lot of strategizing. Let me put it that way. The word is strategizing. You need to be able to strategize, you need to be able to know what you're doing, be ready for what you're doing before you get into the game. Don't bring out mediocrity to the public. The world is not ready for mediocrity. I want to go into a dry cleaning business. What do I do that will make it different from others? Or if you don't want to make it different from others, what will I do to make it better than others, not worse than others? I cannot give you a clothes now, and after some time, you are supposed to deliver the clothes for me tomorrow, and you are telling me that due to this reason, you can't deliver it. I will contemplate next time if I want to bring it. So now people only pay you now for their comfort. You understand me? People pay you for comfort. If I have a dry cleaning business now, I will look for a means that I can easily take it to the people, not the people coming to me to actually collect those things. So think of a way to make it either better or look for a different strategy to actually bring those things together. I know of a lady who supplies food items to houses. You just contact her online, and you tell her what you need on those your products. You tell her the product you need, and she brings it down to your house, and she has not failed anybody. She has not gotten complaints, and this lady makes over 150,000 a month just from supplying customers. Now tell me, if she had been failing people, will she still get as much as she is or is getting now? No, she can't, because she had failed and she has lost those customers. So if you are going into anything, look at the future. Don't sell boxers to me 10,000 because you just want to make profit at that point in time. Look at the future. Will this guy still buy this same thing from me in future if I want it? Or probably because I want to make profit once and next time he can't buy from me. You can't sell short to me 10,000. And I'll first ask you, why should I buy those things for 10,000? Why can't I just walk over to the market and buy it myself? I use a transport of 100 naira and buy it. So know how you strategize. Act on your goals. Don't just write them down. Act on them. Know what you want. Because if you don't know what you want, you might just find out that you might be going everywhere. My mentor said something. He said, if you don't know the road you are going to, everywhere will look like it, because you are going to Oshodi and you are in a road. If you don't know where Oshodi is, you might just keep going to Agege or wherever. So please, I will drop some more videos on creative thinking later on, but this is more like an intro into creative thinking, just to open our eyes to see that creative thinking actually takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of guts from us to actually um, get what we want. So thank you so much. I'll be dropping more videos, like I said earlier on. So if you want to get more videos from this channel, if you want to get more how-to videos, if you want to get recipes, because I cook a lot, so I'll be dropping some recipe videos too. If you want to get them, you can subscribe to this channel below, the daily happenings, so that you can get more updates. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and thanks again, Esther, for giving me this opportunity to actually educate some people on this. Bye.